2 p.m. June 4th. A piece of this, there's these terrorists who are always holding me hostage, demanding my data. It's my data, and someone needs to get to the bottom of why they want my data. A piece of it, maybe they want to infiltrate communities. A piece of it is they want to pretend my letters are theirs, to pretend they wrote letters that they didn't write, because they're trying to get off the hook for terrorism, organized crime, RICO, slavery, sexual slavery, and more. So who's aiding and abetting terrorists and letting terrorists pretend my data is theirs? And who's selling my data to people illegally? Because that's highly illegal. That's like almost like aiding and abetting terrorists if they're letting terrorists steal my letters and my data so that they can then pretend they wrote letters I wrote to get off the hook and maybe for infiltration. That's another piece of this. Some are trying to infiltrate the government or doing something shady. So who's selling my data to people illegally? And who's aiding and abetting terrorists by selling my data to people illegally? And who's letting people have my data? And who's lying for people about my data and saying my data is someone else's? Because whoever's lying for them is aiding and abetting terrorists and are trying to help terrorists infiltrate the government. And there's something about some bet with the CIA, some CIA director. I don't know if it's the real CIA or these Illuminati CIA guys, but there's something about some CIA director thing and some bet. So be wary for that. I don't know what the story is with that. But key point. Whoever's letting these guys steal my data are aiding and abetting terrorists. Whoever's letting these guys steal my data and sell my data are also involved with terrorist financing. 3, whoever's helping these guys steal my data are probably key players helping them do their infiltrations of God knows what. So there's something highly illegal going on, and how are these guys not in prison? And why? Quit bothering me, lady. Yeah, there's something highly illegal going on, and yeah, they need to go to prison because they're all after my data, and they're using my data for various reasons, and they're not being honest as to why, which is also withholding evidence. 20 to multiple life sentences involving RICO, terrorism, economic espionage, slavery, sexual slavery, illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution, highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation, MK Ultra like human programming experiments, as well as illegal weapons testing and use, such as these neurophysiological weapons of torture and these radiation weapons.